Well, hello and good evening to everyone on the live stream. This is a brand new series, courtesy of all of us, the recap for Mercury. My name is Scott, and here's the guy you actually care about, Jabman025. How's everyone doing?
Hello, everybody. Everyone, welcome my poorly paid Canadian intern. Okay, not true. This is 100% his idea. He's running the show, so if this sucks, it's his fault. If it's great, it's all me. It's 100% me. It's all me.
Those are the rules. So I had the mad idea that to actually watch and recap and podcast the Witch from Mercury, the latest Mobile Suit Gundam series, just as it happened, more or less. So this show is currently airing in Japan, currently streaming on, in some regions, just YouTube, other places, just Crunchyroll, and that's how that goes. Uh, but otherwise, we're going to be doing this every week live on YouTube. There will be an edited version, like mild audio remasters and other things going out on that is audio only that will go out on your podcasting app of choice eventually. Probably get approved for most of them by next week. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Apple just changed all the rules again, and it's making me mad. What can I do? What can I say? Otherwise, so the the Witch from Mercury, the brand new series from Sunrise. This episode, the prologue episode, not even episode one, is directed by Teruo Sato, who you might remember from Gundam Unicorn or Yakitate Japan. And this episode was written by Ichiro Okochi, who you might remember from Code Geass, Code Geass's weird cousin Valvrave the Liberator, or Azumanga Daioh. We open in,
Azumanga Daioh. There's a
yeah,
throwback.
yeah. He contains multiple dudes. Um, this show is set in the space future. We are introduced to a cast of characters at a place called Place. Okay, it is not clear whether Ox Earth is the name of the group or the name of the asteroid they do their work on. Probably doesn't matter for reasons that will happen in about 15 minutes into the show. But we have a bunch of people who are very keen on direct brain interfacing of cybernetics for transhumanist reasons that may have to do with moving people from Earth to space. It may also be that they're a bit crazy. Things are not clear. Anyhow, they are working on part of the way that they fund their work is by military contracting because direct brain cybernetic interfaces are great for killer robots. So
Mm.
this tech is direct connections to mobile suits. We see a bunch of mobile suits. There's an ongoing problem where these cyborgs cannot reach a certain level of synchronization with their fanciest of Gundams, the Gundam Ilthrith. This is a hard name to say when you're sober, and I'm not. The Gundam Ilfrith. Um, the Gundam Il.
Gesundheit.
Yes, yeah, the Ilfrith. Hopefully, someone will say that on the show a few more times so I can get into it. Uh, anyway, as they're working on this, we are introduced to Eri, who is 4 years old. It is her birthday. She is cute as a button, and she's very annoyed that no one is paying attention to her and just paying attention to the cool robot, which I feel that. I feel that.
As someone who works at a school, little known fact to some of my viewers, yes, I pay more attention to the robots of the kids, and yes, they complain about it sometimes.
Yep. Anyway, Eri is cute as a button. Several buttons. Whole box of buttons. And but before she can actually enjoy her birthday cake, a faction of the Spacians, who um, maybe have some weird things about body autonomy, maybe they just don't want anyone competing with them in the mobile suit market, maybe they're just jerks. Again, more details as they come. The Cathedra this is the name of this organization, invades their asteroid and murders everybody. Straight up, just murders everybody. As this is happening, Eri, cute as a button, accidentally on purpose kind of registers herself as a user of the Gundam Elfthrith, and somehow, reasons unclear, maybe more on that later, can just super sync with it and is, then her and her mother sortie in the Elfrith, blow everybody up and get away, leaving everybody to die, and it's very sad. Um, so yeah, that is what happens in the episode, more or less. So Jeff, what do you think of this?
I really enjoyed this. Granted, it's not much of a slice to go on a real big slice of the show, but it starts off just feeding you a little bit here, a little bit there, answering some questions, half answering others, and just letting your mind try and figure out the rest. The two things that really piqued my interest at first all is they talked about how anyone who spend a long-term amount of time in space more or less has to become a cyborg. They don't call them cyborgs. They call them, help me out here,
I think they just call them
gun, I think
gun, just
guns. Yeah, they're
GUNDs.
just gunned. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
guns. So they're half robot essentially, which I always thought that makes sense. When I was watching that, I was remembered of. I just looked up her name, Peggy Whitson, the longest serving person ever to be in outer space, spent 665 days in space. Let me repeat that: 665 days.
that is not 2 years, but
Yeah,
it's 2 years.
right. Considering she circled the planet more times than we did, I'm going at 2 years. A lot more times than we did, quite frankly.
Well, it's what,
But
19 times an hour?
right, so if we're gonna go by that, she aged like what, 100 years? I don't know.
Well,
But
yeah,
the
there's that.
point is when she finally got home, she was supposed to come home several months earlier, but because of weather delays and mechanical issues, they couldn't get her home. When she finally came home, the shuttle landed. They had to carry her off the ship and wheel her inside. She was fine, but her muscles no longer worked because they'd spent so much time in zero gravity. She had to spend several months in physical therapy just to walk again
I
because her
know
muscles weren't there.
I know there was a similar thing where NASA was able to recruit twins.
Yes.
I don't
They,
remember their names, but one was sent to space for a year and one was kept on mission control on Earth for a year. And yeah, no, one was technically like relativistically older and also slightly taller all of a sudden. Like that's one of the more fun ones. So yeah, the other thing that we should mention is that the gun system is stressful. We see a lot of people using it not being able to hit level 4. And I guess Eri is able to hit level 38, 37, something like that. And
the Go ahead.
yeah, go.
No, I was just saying. I remember when the what's his face, the big bad of this series, or at least so far, what it looks like, the head
Uh,
of that evil corporation or whoever they're called now,
yeah.
Xeon stand-in.
Well,
He
whatever
had a
they might be, I don't know if
right,
they're properly Xeon. They might be in Anaheim. Will
yeah, evil
they give us
Anaheim. Or
so
actually,
much to
I
work
take that
with and not
I take
enough
that
to
back.
guess.
Not evil Anaheim, just Anaheim.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Anaheim's evil Anaheim.
right. There is no good Anaheim. Anyway, my point is he has a great line. It's like every single weapon ever developed was meant to kill something. And he's right. He goes, these Gundams don't just kill the opponent, they kill the user. I'm like, ooh, that's a good line. And he's right. If you push these things too far, you're dead. You see it with the main character's father, which also can I point out that the long-standing Gundam trope of mother and child. You see mother and child, they're the first to go. No, they're the only ones to make it out this time.
Yeah, I mean, I actually want to say that I'm super glad that the international courts were able to sort out that nobody actually owns the lyrics to Happy Birthday, yeah, just so that he could sing the song and make this extra sad. Because I've seen like if you've never seen Last Exile, they do have a similar like sad birthday thing, but they have to sing a made-up birthday song, and it just doesn't work.
No, no. Everyone knows Happy Birthday, and you can't copyright that song. It's been around since forever. But anyway,
Yeah.
and now we can go to TGI Fridays, and they don't have to sing that stupid song anymore. Now,
Oh, I think they still do. I'm pretty sure that's still a rule. Right,
and
right
there's a
up there
reason I
with
don't
how
go to
many
TGI on Fridays. There's a
Okay.
reason I don't go there on my birthday. I'm just saying.
Oh, never
But
get anyone to sing to you on your birthday.
no. But
Never make the
anywho,
staff do that.
but yeah, there's a couple of great scenes in it. Perhaps my favorite scene in this movie, and it makes me wonder. There's always this talk all throughout Gundam, especially in Gundam Wing is the one I always remember. Are the Gundams alive? Do they have sentience? In Barbados, they more than hint at it. They said no. There's a copy of a brain in there that's long since gone mad. It has to. But in Iron Blooded Orphans, pardon me, not the Barbados, but in Iron Blooded Orphans, they said no, that we copied people's brains into the Gundams, and they're still in there. But at this point, they're completely mad. They have to be. But this one says, okay, is this an AI? Because the granny lady, the head of the institute, literally tells her, talk to the Gundam. And that's exactly what she does. She just starts talking with the Gundam.
Yeah. So Dr.
And
Carbonado, which I wrote down
that's a
because
good name,
I'm
Carbonado.
Carbonado's a good one. Carbonado's a good one. I mean, we're gonna
That
see
either sounds
some
like,
we're gonna see some
that either
great
sounds,
Gundam names on this show, but I
yeah.
think Carbonado's up there.
That's either, Carbonado is either an exercise you do at the gym or some kind of candy bar.
Well,
I'm not sure which.
maybe it's like a protein bar you get after you exercise at the gym. Maybe that's
That,
how
that,
that works.
that's why we keep you here, Scott. That's it, right there. Good
Yeah,
job. After a great workout, have a Carbonado.
yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
but no, she's talking to the Gundam, and her mother, everything goes to hell. Her mother comes in, gets her in the suit, and it says, level 37 acquired. And she goes, wait, what? Who? And she sees the name, and you see the look of dread in her face. That is beautifully animated, beautifully voice acted, because it's just, she suddenly realizes, my 4-year-old daughter is now linked forever with a weapon of mass destruction the world has not ever seen. And you see it. She goes out into battle. The 4-year-old girl points at the suits, and that suit goes, ooh. I mean, it doesn't beat them. It embarrasses them.
yeah, I know. Some people have perhaps been were quick to complain about launching with bits, like a show. I don't think outside of I think Char's counterattack, no Gundam lead has had bits out the gate, and that Char's counterattack doesn't count because it's the fifth one. Um,
Well, I don't mind that just because, especially considering what we just had. We just had Iron Blooded Orphans. Granted, Justice was several years ago,
yeah,
but
8 years is recent history.
yeah, just 8 years ago. God, world. Anyway, but Iron Blooded Orphans was so gritty and dirty and brutal and physical. It's like, no, now we're gonna go the other way. Beam spam, mother truckers. We're going full bore. Here we go.
Well, no, because we
Kira,
have we
Kira
have the
Yamato.
balls. We have the balls
Okay,
that make the things not work. So
right.
it's I think going into the main show, we're gonna see that those are just the norm, and there's going to be a moment where she hits like power level 90 and she can break the balls, and that'll be like the real shit hitting the fan moment.
Yeah, there is some point, and I mean, again, I'm speculating what's coming. Like just seeing this girl and seeing what she's going through. It's like we're gonna get to a point where she overclocks it, breaks the limiter, call it what you will, and she's gonna go full Hulk and lose her mind and start, kicking ass and taking names. When that happens in that suit, it ain't gonna be pretty.
Oh yeah, no, no, it's not gonna be pretty. So I did take some
But
notes as I was going. I'm gonna just pour one out, like R.I.P. to the space lesbians, Wendy and Nyla. They were cute as hell. They were cute as hell. They went out
I
like
liked Wendy.
champs.
I like Wendy. Wendy, boom! Oh
I got
no,
in.
no.
I got into an argument. Those were lesbians. Totally were. Absolutely coded that way.
I don't know. Didn't bother to ask if I. They were a little busy to sit down and go. I wonder what the relationship. Oh my God, they're killing everyone.
Yeah, yeah. It's like before we can confirm anything. Oh no, the machine guns. Oh no, the
Well,
missiles.
are they? Or these guys straight pull up a nerve from right at the end of Evangelion. They just send in the SWAT team and just start murking everybody.
Yeah, no.
Like, some of these people aren't scientists. I think you just killed the janitor, jackass.
Yeah, no. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, none of these people pilot Gundams, or not Gundams. I don't know what the mass prods are called in this,
I
but
think they're called. I think all these things are Gundams. My question is, she got away with one Gundam, so there's obviously going to be more. So this other organization is developing mobile suits that aren't Gundams. Was it because of some higher moral standing, or was it really because okay, they're making better shit than us? Let's just kill them all.
I think, and again, the more details will bear some of this out, but I think it is the case that the people that live in space are already equipped to live where they are. They've had enough generational adaptation to be, living on domes on the moon or domes on Europa, uh, and that what uh, Dr. Nato is talking about is, no, we need the transhumanism to really leave the solar system, um, possibly in a possibly in sort of a gargantuan scenario, but I think it more details will clear that up, and it's like, okay, no, these guys, the cybernetics are being researched altruistically with an eye to, multi-generational long-term space exploration, head into Alpha Centauri sort of stuff. And by coincidence, this has resulted in Ox Earth, Earth Ox, Ox Earth, sorry, mixing that up, being just being a better manufacturer of killer robots than this particular group, right? I think it's a little bit of both. I
Well,
think they are pulling
well,
some space xenophobia to also secure a competitive advantage.
well. They're also saying this lady who is in charge of the whole institute there, she is the one responsible for creating the gun system. The gun system is just amplifying humans so they can survive in a low gravity environment long term. We've already proved, yeah, we can survive in a long term environment short term pretty easily. But we are not designed to be up there. We're designed to be down here.
So
Literally, evolution has decided we're on this gravity. We're not designed to go anywhere higher or anywhere lower.
yeah, it's like,
So we have to
sorry,
change something.
everything about Bones is used to 1G. You gotta
Right,
fix Bones to go anywhere else.
right. And we can work our way. We can like I mean, you can stand several G's for a short amount of time. You can stand 0 G's for a short amount of time, but that's a certain amount of time. If you start modifying the people, then you say, okay, we've created these cyborg people. They're doing great. I wonder what else we can do with this machinery. Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely the case. I think part of it is one part just sort of like the purity, the persuasion of purity. It's a strong one, and also, oh no, these guys make better stuff than us. Let's just blow up their asteroid and secure our contracts now.
Yeah. But I do like that one line the big bad said is he said, every gun or every weapon ever created is meant to kill something. That's the definition of a weapon. These Gundams kill the opponent and they kill the pilot. These are not something we should have. This is not the right road to go down. And there is some truth to what he's saying. Look, if you're creating a weapon that kills both the user and the opponent, you might want to rethink where you're going.
Yeah, and maybe this guy's name is Delling Rembrandt. Gundam
Rembrandt.
name par
Rembrandt.
excellence.
I like
Rembrandt,
this guy already.
Rembrandt, no
Jelling
D, no
Rembrandt.
T, just Rembrandt.
Oh,
Uh,
this guy's wearing a mask at some point. I'll put money on it.
no, this guy's I think our Trays. This guy is our Trays. He is our principled villain, and
Will he
maybe
be
that
in a hot tub at some point?
Perhaps we will have hot tub telling.
with, with with champagne. No, I
Uh,
like this guy already. This
this
might be
guy's
my
a
favorite character.
this guy is something. I'll say that.
Granted, we'll see what happens. How old is our protagonist in the first episode? I think she's 14.
So she is 4 in the prologue, and
Four now.
I think it's 14 in
So
episode 1, but
yeah.
I
So we're going to do a 10-year time skip.
yeah.
My question is, we haven't seen her mother in any of the promotional materials. Is she still there?
I It could be. I think we've seen a woman in a helmet. Maybe we have a
Yeah,
mom in a mask.
maybe. That would be the first female in a mask. Interesting.
Yeah, we could have a mom in a mask. We could have something completely different. But
As long as
I
she's
have.
not in a helmet.
Oh yeah, mom in a helmet is a different thing for Gundam.
That's victory. We won't talk about victory here
Yeah,
because we
no.
like not we like being happy.
We want to be an upbeat show. We want to be a show that
Yes.
is not. We are
And
drinking
for
because we are being conversational, not because we need to.
yes, for those of you watching live, I'm sorry. For those of you listening to this later, I'm also sorry. Because if you didn't know, you're Googling that right now, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, I think. Do you have any more thoughts on the prologue episode?
No, only to say that as a prologues go, like, okay, we're going to feed you a little information, we're going to answer some of your questions, and we're going to raise a whole bunch of new ones. So come back and watch the rest. It did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, I really liked this. I hope that it is in. So Gundam hasn't done prologues much. The last time I think we got a proper full-length prologue episode was Divers, and Divers lied to me. Divers the Divers prologue was more of an esports sort of thing, and what I got was an MMO show, and I'm hoping that this is more indicative of what we're going into.
No,
Because
agreed. You can't. You, there is no way we can judge even half the show at this point.
no,
All
no.
we can say is we're off to a good start.
I
We can
like
stumble out of the gate, but we're off to a good start.
I like the pieces of the setting they laid down. I like how they're presenting them. The music is rad. I like the music in
Oh,
this.
the music. Thank you for putting that out. From day one, from the first trailer, like, okay, we're going unicorn with this music. Like, we are going to the top of the line. All right.
Yeah.
Because from day one, that first trailer, epic, orchestral, amazing, keeps coming back.
So yeah. Otherwise, I think the actual premise of this, the actual premise of episode 1 is that Eri will be under an assumed name at some sort of mobile suit school, and there will be 3 factions, and I don't know if she's out to do some revenge or just probably revenge, probably revenge, probably. What I'm saying
Well,
is that there once was a novel that started with someone being betrayed and exiled, and then it jumped ahead 10 years, and he had 3 factions to destroy, and the Count of Monte Cristo is one of the great novels, and I'm ready for the Count of Monte Cristo, but with Gundams again, again. I like the first
again,
Monte Cristo with giant robots. I will like a second Monte Cristo with giant
yes.
robots.
Rule of knife number 112: everything is better with giant robots.
Yeah, it's just how it works.
It's like beer. Everything's better with beer. Everything's better with beer, bacon, and giant robots. But yes, there. I wonder that too. Is like, okay. The only question I have is, okay. Obviously, everyone knows one Gundam escaped. It's pretty obvious. And she rolls up to the school with that same Gundam, or is that thing hidden somewhere?
Well, this is it. The Elfrith is not the lead Gundam. It's the lead we have been promised is the Ariel. So we may be getting something new,
Interesting.
and I don't know if that's part of this. Maybe there's some politicking. Maybe this mobile suit school has some military subcontractor politicking going on at the same time. Are we getting Macross Plus in my Count of Monte Cristo as well? Because we
It, it,
uh,
it, it raises many questions. Like I said,
there
it doesn't give you all the answers, but it raises some questions.
I'm keen on this. I am keen on this. I Episode 1 will be on Crunchyroll in some territories or YouTube on other territories as of the 2nd of October. Sometime probably like 8-ish JST. I don't know. We'll be back for that. So again, I want to say that next week we'll be talking about episode 1. In the meantime, I will be working to get an audio only version of this out onto your podcast apps. Keep an eye out. There will be updates as we have updates. Does that make sense to everybody? Hi, dog. In the
Yes,
meantime,
Charlie wants water. 1 second.
yeah. So while Jeff deals with that, I will say that in the meantime, thank you for watching the live stream. Oh my, so many comments. Uh, yeah, so many comments. Thank you for leaving comments in the live chat. If you missed the live version, continue to leave comments. Continue to tell people to listen to this. Continue to keep an eye on the various feeds for the audio version. But otherwise, just tell friends and say nice things about us. Right?